Leaves it with the back. He's past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my 20.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Quarterback changing the play. Moves the pocket. It's Stout. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly.
Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Right side, it's Skinner. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The fake wants to throw. Still looking to his right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Stout. Looking to the big tight end. And he almost had a pick.
Man, you know... back in games at single plays that turn the tide, and with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Out wide right, it's Skinner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 30.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet, it's Stout. Rush right in his face. He's got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Cartwright. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ball! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starter.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wants to throw. It's Stout. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards. And
got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. First play of this drive. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Cartwright. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They're working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Stout. Reels it in. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up. And get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Hands it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement.